Hi everyone, I'm Danielle and welcome to a brand new episode of Diversity of Urban Art. Today we are here with Mr. Ernest Lee.
Hello, Danielle. Hello, audience. I'm Florida folk artist Ernest M. Lee, known for the country houses and grandpa scenes as seen on CBS, TBS. Go ahead.
So you have a painting here with us today. Can you tell us a little about this?
Yeah, this is one of the earlier pieces that I did when I was younger. At 13, I started painting, and I would paint country houses, and I'd paint the kids out in the yard and that sort of thing. So after I had painted these country houses, I wanted to try something a little bit more challenging. So I had an opportunity to paint this little girl. I wanted to see if I'd be able to do a person. So I wanted to do a little girl in the South on a country porch, and have her maybe with a doll, and you'd see that she's played, and the doll is worn, and that sort of thing.
So what was your medium for the
I
painting?
painted it in oil. I actually started out, all of my first paintings that I did all were in oil. And when I painted the little country houses, they were something that they would buy from me as a kid for 20 or 25 bucks.
So what's the main difference between oil and acrylic paints?
Well, oil is oil based, and you have to have oil to blend in with the oil-based paint to make it smoother and put it on there. Also, to clean up on it, you got to have special brushes, and you got to have a lot of people would clean with turpentine or mineral spirits or something like that to get the oil out of the brush. When it comes to acrylic art, acrylic is a water base, and it's an easier cleanup. You don't have to deal with a lot of that smell. And but the thing about oil takes a long time to dry, and acrylic dries pretty quickly.
So I see in the painting that you have the name Joy hidden in there.
No, well, that down there is Lee. When I did it, I saw that Lee.
Oh, no, not there.
No, tell me where you saw it.
Right there.
Oh, you
Baby
saw
doll's
it
hand.
in the baby doll.
Yes.
Well, that's a secret thing. You weren't supposed to catch that.
Wasn't? I caught it though.
That was good. Good eye on you.
So can you tell me a little bit about this Joy?
Well, we wanted to try and figure out in my mind, what would be a name that I could associate with the painting. Because people always say, who is it? Who is it? Is it a real person? I say, no, it's just a painting that I call Daddy's Little Girl. So it was sort of me painting future thoughts, and maybe that I'd have a little girl named Joy. That'd be nice, right? Joy Lee.
Well, do you?
I do not.
Oh, that's sad.
Well, come on now. My works of art are my kids, and they live on, and they'll live forever.
So you said this was your first portrait?
This is the first time I tried to paint a person. Now, since then, I've done other pieces, and I'm currently working on some pieces now. Would you like to see another piece of work by me? Okay, so we'll remove the Joy.
Take this one down.
Okay, you take that one, and let's bring Miss Jessie up.
Miss Jessie.
Miss Jessie, she's the school cafeteria lady. Miss Jessie is from Newberry, Florida, and school cafeteria person. And what do you think about Miss Jessie? You think about the background. I have a lot of people that look at the painting when I take it out, and they think that this background actually is wood, that I painted it on wood, but I actually painted the canvas to look like it was wood planks going behind her. Kind of put it in front of a country house like the little girl was. Now she's called in mid-sentence, so she's talking to you, and so what is she saying to you?
I feel as if you said she was a cafeteria lady.
She's a cafeteria lady.
I feel as if she's making sure we eat all our vegetables, and because nowadays they take the vegetables but they don't eat it. So
that's right. You gotta eat healthy, right? You gotta eat healthy. So Miss Jessie, she's one that a lot of people like, and so she's got good color. The shapes are very nice on her, and the expression is something that can catch your eye. You know, such as the little girl. A lot of people ask me about the little girl's eyes because they say she's piercing when she stares at you. Now, I've done other people now as well. So would you like to see a grandpa scene close up?
Okay.
Okay.
That'd be nice.
All right. So if you'll handle Miss Jessie, then we'll bring up a commission piece that I did. Now this is a giclée print of a commission piece. I've got a family out of Gainesville, Florida that owns about 5 or 6 of my original pieces. And this was the great-grandfather to the little boy. So I painted this after the older gentleman had passed away.
So you said this is a commission piece?
Yes.
What exactly is that?
Well, I have families that hear about me or they see my work at someone else's house. I'll paint someone's father, you know, or paint their home, their old country houses, and they'll say, you know, I'd love for you to do my house. And I've also did a country store in Gainesville, Florida. There's a store that's a local family-owned since 1951. I did an 8-foot painting for them. And it covered their original store from 1951, and I have the grandfather standing outside. But this grandfather here would play the harmonica in the church choir, and the little boy was trying to learn how to play. So the grandfather was trying to pass on something to him and pass on memories.
Wow. Would you say you do more commission pieces or?
Well, I'd say of recent, I've been doing a lot of commission pieces. A lot of my paintings, you know, I tell people, I said, you know, I sell 97% of the paintings pretty quickly. So I really don't hold on to originals a long time. That's why this one is a giclée print. And the little girl that I showed you initially is a giclée print. But I do still have the original little girl. I don't trot her out too often.
And what exactly is a giclée print?
Well, giclée print is this is on canvas, just as the original, but they take it's a French word, but the technique is to transfer the ink onto a canvas to make the ink look like it's really the painting. So a lot of people can't tell the difference between a giclée print and an original painting. I mean, does it look like an original painting to you? Would you actually see that gloss and think, you know, this is something that I painted?
I would.
They did a good job.
They did.
So what about you? Tell me more about what you think about this piece.
It's really nice. Like you could see the emotion in the grandfather's face trying to teach his grandson with the harmonica.
Yeah. And what do you think about the color? You like the color I chose on this one?
Very bright, vibrant. It captures your eyes.
Wonderful. Well, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to make it something that would get an individual, when they look at it, to bring back memories of theirs. You know, maybe have you think about something that your grandfather used to do with you. I don't know, you know, if you have those type memories.
No, I don't.
But that's what I try to capture. I try to find the hidden joy that's inside people.
Well, I think that's all that we have for today.
No, don't
Sorry.
go, Danny. I wanted to tell you more.
Do you have more to tell?
Well, maybe for another episode.
For another episode.
All right.
That's all we have for today. So we'll see you next time on Diversity of Urban Art.
Yay.